Hey guys, this is GamerCow. We are playing Pokemon Black random Nuzlocke thing, obviously. I'm recording now on my other monitor because recording 1080p with Blueberry and, you know, DS emulator stuff apparently isn't working too well. And I think this is probably going to work out a lot better because my other monitor is 720p. So yeah. I haven't done any training before starting this one because I figured, you know, training, what the hell is all that about? However, I do want the item over there, so I'm gonna have to fight Venomoths to get there. It's level 9, it's kind of a little bit scary, but I'm pretty sure Mr. the Duskull over here can handle it, so yes. Except if it disables, then I'm probably not going to be able to attack it. That would suck. Supersonic? No, don't confuse me. Good, you know, dodging stuff. Even though Duskull should have no dodging capability whatsoever, it's apparently able to dodge that. Foresight, it possibly has Tackle, but that won't really do very much because it's a Venomoth. I mean, seriously, Venomoth Tackle's not scary. Plus, it died anyway, so who cares? 240 experience though, that is pretty huge, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't really check the stat gain there because, honestly, I think Duskull gets Shadow Sneak fairly soon, and hey, there's a trainer over here. I guess I should probably fight her as well. Except Snover's going to get in the way because Snover is a jerk like that. You know, I don't really know if this is actually going to make recording stuff any easier or not, but maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. Who really knows in the end? Hey, I go first against Snover. That is kind of funny, actually. Considering it's not even using, you know, a negative priority move. And I'm a freaking ghost that's slow as all hell here. That's pretty weird. Well, in any case, it's not a big deal because Powder Snow is not a physical attack, so Leer did absolutely nothing. Wow, you are pretty ineffectual, Snover, I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of glad I don't... Hey, why are you going first now? Razor Leaf actually hurt because it's a physical attack in this game, but why did you suddenly go first? God dang it, Speed Ties! That's not cool. Whatever, it doesn't matter too much. You! Fight me! Thank you. I guess I will. Sure, why not? Breeders in Black and White 2 are kinda cool, but they're not nearly so cool here, and you know, I can't actually hurt Patrat with my freaking Duskull. This is why training Duskull is gonna be a little bit difficult until I can actually get some TMs that it can learn. So, yeah, I'm not gonna be using Duskull too much for a while. It also evolves at like 37 or some stupid level like that. It's really quite a long, you know, duration of being a Duskull, which is going to hurt, definitely. If it survives until the evolution, however, it's going to be really quite good because Dusclops being not fully evolved, there's a lot of benefits to that in this game, and it's good in its own right, so we'll see how it goes. If I can get it to that level without it dying, then I'll probably definitely be using it for a fair while, because hey, why not? It's an awesome Pokemon, right? I don't know, it's not one of those that you would normally use in a run, so it's interesting just for that purpose. And yeah, I'm kind of still maybe a... Wow, this trainer's got more Pokemon than I thought. You can see the number right here though, so I shouldn't be surprised, but still, I just don't tend to read that. But yeah, I'm still sort of maybe ill-ish. Maybe, kind of. Like, not particularly ill, but I mean, the last recording, I didn't realise how bad it was before starting it, but the last recording I had that stupid runny nose and all of that, which sucked. And I'm not completely normal again yet, if you're like, you know, as normal as I can be. So that is kind of terrible. But oh well, yes, we have trained her by travelling together, that is kind of obvious. Man, Norbert there took quite a lot of damage, but yes, the The breeders in this game give you items, which is quite useful. Berry items. At least I think they all do. What's this over here? This is a repel, which would obviously repel Pokemon. It repels weaker Pokemon from appearing in, you know, grass and stuff. So if it's a lower level than you, then there's a chance that it won't actually, you know, there's not a chance. It won't appear. It's pretty good that way. Tepig is the one I'm going to choose for this because, yeah, you... I should really go and heal, but I think I'll be okay. Although you are kind of just going in. You know what? Let's not do this. Actually, that wasn't what I wanted to do at all, but apparently this is where I'm going, so... Hey, this is the Pokédex, this is how it works. You go and say there's an undiscovered Pokemon. You can check its info if you choose to, and it does stuff. Apparently it shoots fireballs whilst dodging stuff. That's kind of funny. Don't know where it came from, blah blah blah. That's its audio, right there. Yes, and that's not what I wanted to do at all though. What I wanted to do was go in here so I could use one of the potions that I got. Because I'm pretty sure I still have potions from what people have given me, so I'll use one on Norbert. And the great thing about Black and White, mostly great, is that you can use items, you know, without having to go back and, you know, use multiple of the same thing. You can use them nice and easily. So yeah. This is Wellspring Cave. This is a completely different area, so we will be catching a Pokemon here soon as well. But these guys basically are all about using Pokemon to full potentials. No, not really. There's gonna be a double battle, spoilers, because obviously Charon is here as well, and we have to fight them not as a double battle. I lied. Yes. Spoilers, we just fight them individually, but it's technically a double battle in spirit. Yes. Okay, so yeah, it's Patrat. It's one Pokemon. It's a level 12. I hate Patrats and its evolution so much because they just have the most annoying moveset in the universe. They're not difficult to beat, but they've got all of these stupid moves like Bide and Hypnosis and Detect, and they're just so irritating. But it dies in one shot thanks to the crit. Pretty sure that crit did matter because Flame Charge is not that strong, but whatever. Losing against a kid is fairly normal in these games, so yeah. Don't need to return it. Oh dear, these guys are going to fight as well. Got in the way, blah blah blah. See, I told you, there is a double battle here. I wasn't lying. As much as I said I wasn't lying. So yeah, sorry for the sniffles and all of that. It's still there at times, blah blah blah. Let's double battle, heck yeah! So I told you, there was a double battle in all of this. And we do indeed have to team up with the AI. This is not the first time in Pokemon games that's ever happened. However, it is still pretty cool that we're teaming up with our rival, you know, in an actual double battle style thing. So he's of course going to send out his Oshawott, and I'm going to send out Spider-Pig because he was at the top of my thing. I'm a higher level than you, ha 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 ha. Yeah, that's totally not provocative in the slightest. No, the weird thing about the way that the double battle stuff is sort of organized is that the Pokemon that's on the left-hand side on the bottom screen is actually the one that's on the bottom of the thing. It's weird. I expect it... Wow, that was a crit, really? I'd expect it to be the other way round, where the Pokemon that's on the left-hand side would be on the top of the HP bars on the other, you know, on the main screen. That's quite a nice combination, actually. Leer to lower defenses and then Bite from the other one. That's actually fairly good, considering, you know, considering it's Team Plasma, but whatever. Spider-Pig Tackle will be enough to finish off the lower Patrat down there, which is fine, and then pretty much whatever he does will finish off, yeah. So that's the double battle one. Unlike Generation 3, Generations 4 and 5 in double battles did not make you send out the Pokemon as soon as one got fainted. You send out Pokemon at the end of a turn. So if they did have any more Pokemon, then they would get sent out at this point, not when the move... yeah. Basically, it's because Explosion was overpowered in the first gen, that had double battles, so they nerfed it somewhat by doing that. Yep, waste of time, whatever, stealing Pokemon, nah, making trainers suffer, blah. We don't. Spoilers. But of course they've got to give it back because they blah. Yeah. Stuff. Yeah, bringing out strength, blah, Pokemon, stuff. Everything's happening, returning Pokemon, you know, we've got stuff to do in here, so let's save the game and catch ourselves a Pokemon, because that's just what has to happen now, you know? Oh, the other thing I've done when I changed over to this 720 sort of resolution, hopefully it's going to come out of that, is I sort of fixed the whole multiplicity thing. I noticed if you notice the white bar at the very bottom of the recording, it was simply because the recording dimensions were not quite... You are not something I can catch. As beautiful as it would be to catch you, even though you're male, you are not something I can catch. However, look at that level there, level 12. This is fairly scary at this point. You know, actually attacking stuff in here. They're fairly close to the levels that I use, and Gardevoir's quite strong, so yeah, see how much damage that did, Jesus. It's going to be pretty... oh wow, I don't even 2-hit KO. Yeah, you know, these guys are kind of scary, not gonna lie. I would kind of like a crit here if I could get one. Of course I can't, but it's got Growl. I forgot that Routes only starts with Growl, and of course it's got basic Routes moves at the moment, so yeah. I don't know why I'm keeping this in, apart from the fact that it's a Gardevoir, and it didn't die from the tackle. God damn it! I didn't want to use the Flame Charge because I thought that would be overkill, but no, it didn't die from the freaking tackle because of Growl. God damn it! Anyway, it doesn't matter because it's dead, and 400, whoa, 420 odd, that's the power of stage 2s right there. Anyway, unless this is a Pokemon that I can catch, I guess I shall be back when I catch one. Or, no, not when I catch, but when I can. After getting this item here, which is Thief, and that is going to be very useful for several reasons actually. We will get into that a bit later. Is this something I can catch? No, it is not. It's actually very scary. Well, I do have Norbert, I suppose, so I guess I'll bring that in. Okay, not strictly back when I get a Pokemon because Spider-Pig over there got a level which I completely skipped the stat gaining of, but whatever. And the good thing is that when it hits level 17, it evolves. It's a slightly strange level for a starter to evolve at, I think. I think this is the first gen that level 17 has been a thing. I think it's either 14, 16 or 18 in the previous ones. But that doesn't matter because Spider-Pig becomes a bit of a father, not really Spider-Pig anymore. It is the Pig Knight. Yeah, a fire fighting type again. And it wants to learn Arm Thrust, which is pretty useful. It's not a very powerful move, but it's a multi-hit attack, which is fighting type, so that complements the new fighting thing. It's only got 15 base power though per hit, 2 to 5 hits in a row. Yeah, not the strongest of moves, however it does get stab and it can hit somewhat hard. The problem is Flame Charge hits harder unless this thing hits 4 or 5 times, and the chance of hitting either 4 or 5 times is 1 in 8. You know, 1 in 8 to hit 4 times, 1 in 8 to hit 5 times. So it's not going to be stronger than Flame Charge most of the time. Oh well. Sadly, you are not something I can catch either. Too bad. Hey! There's a Pokemon I can catch, it's a Solasis! I've been using one of these in my Black 2 playthrough, actually, or my White 2 playthrough actually. Pretty cool Pokemon, to be completely honest. It takes a long time to get good, which is scary because it's probably gonna die before then, but if it's got the right ability, this could be a very nice addition to the team. So here's hoping it does have the right ability. I don't even know exactly what it's got right now, and I don't know if it has teleport. That could be very scary if it's got teleport. I'm hoping it doesn't. If it does and it uses it, then I kind of don't get a Pokemon for this cave. So please don't have teleport. Snatch. Okay, Snatch is a move that steals stat boosting and stuff, so good job I ain't got that. I'm going to Lick You because not only is it super effective, but it's got a good paralysis chance. And paralysis is a good status to inflict because now it's... yeah. It's possible now that I won't weaken it too much, but also that it's not going to be able to attack, and it's easier to catch in general. So that's useful. And yeah, it's still paralyzed. You know, I can catch it from here. I don't want to risk the fact that it might have teleport, so I'm just going to go straight for the Great Ball. It's the best option I've got. And with a paralysis on here and it's only level 10, it should catch it? Yeah, no worries. So, the Pokemon for this route is Solasis, which is okay. Assuming that it's got the ability that I want, it'll be really, really good. But then again, it's got to survive as well, and I found out that Solasis is not the best survivor ever, which is pretty bad. But we'll try and make it work. Try and make it work. So, as for a nickname for this thing, it's female, so I can't actually call it what I called my other one, because my other one was male in White 2, and I called that Terry for some reason. I think it's because of what Lucky 70X's like co-op Portal 2 thing, Terry came up in that, and that was kind of funny. But I can't call it that, so I don't know. I haven't exactly thought of a name for a Solasis at the moment. I'm gonna be completely honest. I currently am going to call it Helios for reasons to do with Yu-Gi-Oh! Actually, but again, I can be easily persuaded to change this one because yeah, I just don't know what to call it, but I'm gonna call it that just now because that sounds kind of cool. So yep, I got the TM from this place, I got the Pokemon from here, so until I get Surf I can't do much more in there. However, I will want to go back in there later because there's a lot of good stuff that you can get from that particular cave. I would have rather not talk to you right now actually, but yes, we got her Pokemon back, it's kind of awesome, and she's going to give us items, which are Heal Balls. Kind of useful as well because they basically are the same as Pokeballs, but if you use them, as Bianca's about to explain, if you manage to catch a Pokemon with one of them, it actually heals it. So it's as if you didn't damage it. So yeah, you guys go ahead and have fun. I'm going to go back to the Pokemon Center myself, however, because I do need to heal up, and I want to see what nature that Solasis is so I can gauge what I'm going to do with it. The nature and the ability, but particularly in the nature I think. The ability is possible to work around if it's not amazing, but the nature, if the nature is really bad on Solasis, then that'll pretty much stop me using it long term. But still, it's a nice Pokemon to have at the moment. However, so many of my dudes are weak against Dark at the moment. That's a bit of a worry considering Dark is very heavily featured in the normal types right now, and of course Purloin is a Dark type as well, so it's yeah, it's not great in either thing. Wow, it has Rollout? Seriously? That's hilarious. It's also got Reflect, Reflect is quite good. Basically, this isn't amazing because Hasty ups its terrible speed and cuts its decent-ish defense, Okay, it's not a great defense at the moment, but it will be an okay defense later, and that gets cut, which is annoying. And its speed is absolutely terrible anyway. But look at that special attack. See, as soon as I get a special move on this thing, it's going to wreck face, honest to god. But it's another Pokemon that will be difficult to raise for quite a while, so I don't know how that's going to work out. And unfortunately it's not got the good ability. The other ability it could have had is Magic Guard, which basically does this and more, so that sucks. But then Overcoat will protect in one specific area of the game, which is quite okay. So yeah, it's not great, but it's still not a completely useless ability. So yeah, Psywave, we know how unreliable that is. Rollout is not a good move for Solaces to have though, so that kinda sucks. I'm gonna put you away because you're kind of useless to me. You really are. Just sad to say, but you really are. What I can now do though, I think, is I might as well just keep on going for a bit. I'll do some training in between videos, I guess. But for just now, I kind of just want to keep on going a little bit further down. I want to see, I don't know if this is a separate route or not. It's not, is it? Can't be that nice to me, can it? There's an item over here though, I sort of want the item. Oh, that grass stuff is interesting. You know what, let's ignore the trainer just now and I'll end this video by showing off this interesting thing, as Charon's about to demonstrate. Dark grass over here is a potential double battle grass. This is the first generation to introduce double battles in grass levels, and it's pretty awesome. Most routes do have this grass somewhere on them, and there's two reasons why this grass is awesome. One is because of the double battle thing, the other is because the Pokemon that appear in this grass are a higher level than the ones which are around it. So this is level 10. I think level 10 might be the level that other Pokemon appear here, but there are always a couple of levels higher. Oh god, really? Well, good job it's dying anyway, because it doesn't affect me right now, so yeah. One thing to note though, the code is, unless it somehow works better than it used to, the code does not select two different Pokemon for the double battle here. When the double battle, wow, really? All the normal types. When the double battle comes up, it will be with a different song, so you will know when it comes up, because I mean, it's the same battle theme, but it's a slightly different pitch. So you'll know when a double battle is coming up, and I want to show that off before ending this. Man, Armfrost just tears through everything. Seriously, Spider Pig is going to be extremely strong for just now. Check these freaking stats out, man. 46 attack at level 18, and it has an evolution to come yet. This thing is a beast in offense, but then look at its defenses. It's pretty terrible there. So it leaves a fair bit to be desired, but its offenses are awesome, and that's partly what counts. So are you going to show me a double battle here, or is it just going to be... Yes! Double battle music comes up, and yeah, the code does not work very well for double battle stuff. So, as you can see, it's just done that. So unfortunately, double battle stuff always ends up having the same Pokemon both times. However, this does make some rather interesting things happen that we will see later as well. Now, the double battle Pokemon are much smarter than average ones, and they will target one opponent a lot, and they will hit weaknesses at all possible opportunities as well. They're actually smarter than most of the trainers, so that's something you've got to look out for. Hopefully I can take these guys out without too much issue though. Of course, I'm using Ember instead of Flame Charge because Sandslash does have higher defense than special defense by quite a bit. As you can see, both of them using Scratch on Spider Pig because that's what they can damage. I don't think they can actually touch Wisp over here because he kind of has the neat ability known as Levitate right now. So, you know, if they did have a ground attack, then they would be able to hit him. I know they don't have a dark attack because Sandslash doesn't naturally learn any dark attacks. And yeah, the only other move I could think that they would have that could hurt it would be Poison Sting, and even then, not only is that terrifically weak, but Wisp also resists it, so yeah, sucks to be Sandslash basically. That's what I mean there. It doesn't affect him, so they can't touch him at all. As soon as you take out one of the opponents here, the other one tends to be pretty stupid, so you know, that's something to bear in mind, is that if you manage to take out one of the enemies here, the other one is pretty lackluster. Also, wow, that Arm Thrust actually does a bit more damage than I thought it would. Huh, interesting. And Wisp actually didn't learn the move that I expected him to. That's also kind of depressing, actually. Oh well. So I'll take on the trainers on this route next time, I think. Just looking to see if I can get items and stuff first. And oh god, Garchomp. Does this thing have Dragon Rage? It might have Dragon Rage. If it does, then that's kind of scary. Let's see how much Arm Thrust is going to do here. I mean, I'm 10 levels higher, so in theory I shouldn't have much to worry about. Well, no, I don't have anything to worry about because I just one-hit kill it. That's awesome. Well, Garchomp does give a good amount of experience, and it's actually nice in effort values too, because yeah, it's always useful. Great Ball! Definitely a nice replacement to the one which I used before. Man, I'm gonna have to do so much training, you know, later, and kindly ignore that water effect there for just now. We will go back to that later. Awakening does exactly what it says it does. It wakes up Pokemon if they're asleep. Kind of useful. You are a trainer, which I want to avoid because I just want to get into the next town, because this video's already getting on half an hour. Like, I know I've got to cut stuff out, but even then I don't really want to... Questions? I don't want to answer questions. I'd rather play at home, to be honest. Obviously the thing that nobody knows, because it's curiosity. How does that equal... How does that make me relaxed? Tell you what is relaxed though, this music. Man, this place is cool. What do you want, Charon? You know, we'll end the video by talking to him, I guess. Apparently he doesn't want to fight, that's good. So what do you want to do? Yeah. Okay. You're gonna give me Chesto Berries. They hold items that can wake up the Pokemon, so that's good. Yep. Uses normal types. Well, good job I have a pig that's fighting type then. Yep, big advantage indeed. That's pretty much it. So is that really all that you wanted to say? I could have said that myself. Oh well, whatever. This is going to be the end of the part here. So, this has been Gamer Cow playing Pokemon Black, Random Nuzlocke, and next time I'm going to have done some training beforehand and we'll convene then and stuff will be awesome, and hopefully nobody will die during training, because that would suck. See you guys next time.